There is an object in the sky over Mt Etna Volcano, and it changes its shape. I was doing time-lapse video, recording some of the Mount Etna today on my other computer, and I was going toward the part of the video where it was getting nighttime, and I saw this in the sky. I thought, you know, that could be a star. I said it could be a star, but the way it just kept going like that and that, like getting bigger and smaller and changing its shape and color, I thought, now that doesn't really kind of look like a normal star at all. It doesn't. And it kind of looked like a UFO. Now there's many thoughts about what a UFO might look like in the sky, or a UAP, whatever you want to, whatever you want to call it. But this really, if this is a star, then this star doesn't look like the stars that we've been taught about. We're going to go over to the live webcam in Italy. I'm going to do a screen share. I'm going to make it as big as possible so we can see it. So you can see right here what the volcano looks like during the daytime. When it was really cool. These clouds started rolling in. It was really, really cool. This dark cloud just stayed there, this dark red cloud, until the nighttime. But look at this right here. And see, that's what we're going to look at. We're going to go over to the volcano. It's pretty cool going to a volcano, really, if you think about it. It's pretty cool. It really is. Let me come over here. Hello and welcome. And I've got it. Let me pull this up over here on this screen right here so we can see you all. We got you. Yes, we do. I think this is the first time I've ever seen one personally on a live webcam. So here's the screen right here. You can see it right there. And I'd like to be able to move it back some. I really would, so we can look at it. If I'd like to do a screen capture, if I can, but I'm going to have to bring this to me in order to do the screen capture. Window capture. You kind of have to be a little bit technical to do these window captures right here. So this is what it looks like. And let's shrink it down. I want you all to see. This is like the volcano right here. It's a live webcam. And you say, well, Gina, honey, that looks like all these lights down here. Yeah, it kind of does look like those lights down here. But those are on the ground. Those are on the ground, you all. And this thing up here, this is in the sky. This is in the sky at Mount Etna. And I want to go back, if I can, to where it first starts off. It starts off around the 20-minute mark. Way up there is a little bitty dot. And I want to push the button. I do. I want to push the button. I want you to see what it looks like. Are we over here? Let me see. I'm going to push it back to me and see if we can see what it looks like right here, because it's changing its shape. Let me see if I can make it bigger. I know I can. I'm going to make it as big as I can, you all. I can make it bigger on the other screen too. Let me come over here and make it bigger so you all can see it. I'm at 300%. 300%. Look at its shape. You see that? Does that look like a star to you? See, that's what's got me right there. It's doing that. Do we need to make this bigger? Because we can make it bigger. Okay, Michelle, honey, your mama can do it. Yes, I can. We can take it all the way up to 500%, okay? 500%. Okay, this is 500%. Let me move it like that. We're at 500%. I can make it even bigger. We can... You want it bigger? Because I can make it even bigger than that. We can go as big as you want it, because we've got the technology to do it. We really do. We have lots of technology. So you can see what is in the sky at Mount Etna at around 2000, so 8 something at night. Look at it. It's changing its shape, you all. I haven't done anything to it at all. It looks like a portal. Okay. Nin XE now or never. Now or never. This is, it appears to, I thought it was a star in the sky at Mount Etna. But then it started doing this. So, this is today in the night sky at Mount Etna. I've zoomed up on this because it doesn't look like a star. It looks like a UFO of some sort. It really does. Some type of an object. And there's many theories out there, many schools of thought of what could be in the skies. But people are seeing a lot more things in the sky, and they're changing shapes. They're changing colors. They're flying really fast. They look like glowing balls of light and things. This right here. That's what I don't know what we're looking at. It's unidentified. I know it's up in the sky and it's changing its shape. And it's at Mount Etna. And it's headed down into the volcano area. And I would say I could put a teeny tiny Mount Etna on here. But then you wouldn't be able to see it because it's like teeny tiny in the sky. But something's happening, you all. Something is strange. It is strange. Now, I will say this. This right here doesn't look like the stars that I've zoomed up on. It doesn't. The stars that I've zoomed up on don't have this shape. And they have totally different types of movements than this does. Look at that. It's like, makes your eyes big. It really does. It makes my eyes big when it like shrinks down into some kind of like that. See, that's not normal. That's not normal for a star. You think this star got trapped into something? Hello there, Laura Ann. Yeah. And again, you all, this is, show you what this is. This is, I'm going to show you what it is. This is Mount Etna. Let's put Mount Etna up there at the top, okay? That way you know we're looking at a volcano. That's what it is. And you see up there where the red is up there at the top? Let me put myself up here. I like doing a share the screen like this because I can move my body. I can, but not dancing. It's right up here. If I shrink myself down a little, I'll tell you where it's at in the sky. It's like right up here where I'm at. And it's coming down like this until it gets to the volcano and you don't see it no more. That's what happens. It's coming down at this angle. Just like that. It's probably going straight down where that came from. There's many holes in the ground at the volcano. Look at that. So we're going to have to, let me do this, you all. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to move it up. I moved it up a little too high. Sorry. I went over to the other screen to move it. It looks really intelligent. It does. It looks organized. Some type of organized structure or object in the sky with some intelligence. It does. It reminds me. It feels like it has intelligence. And looks like it's comprised of, like, I don't know, bunches of squares and stuff together. And I don't know what it is. I really don't. Other than it's like a UFO. Yeah. Like cubes. See, look at it. And I haven't done nothing to it. I haven't touched it. I have not added no filter or anything. I haven't sharpened the image or anything, you all. Now, excuse me. So what this, it would be teeny tiny like that. It's coming down from around the 10:30, around the 10:30 position in the sky. It's going down into the volcano. And I don't know what happens once it goes out of the camera's view. I don't. It reminds you of the movie Nope. Corey Frady, Organic UFOs. I've heard of organic UFOs. I have. I've heard of UFOs. People say that you can put your hand on the ships and they're controlled with your hand. Let me ask this question. Does any of you all have a scar in your palm of your hand? Does anybody got a scar right in the palm of your hand? Okay, let's look at this. Well, I said that because, you know, there are some ships, they say, you got one. Yeah. Hello, if you're just tuning in. You saw the La Palmas. I used to go to the La Palma volcano. And, of course, I showed interdimensional UFOs coming out. And then on the back of your neck. Yeah, they had an interdimensional UFO. I documented an interdimensional UFO, spherical shape, kind of like oval, like coming out of the volcano of La Palma. It was the coolest thing you ever seen. They claimed all copyright to that volcano. They did. And I vowed never to go there again. I did, and I haven't been back since. That's probably over a year ago. Because of that, a public webcam that everybody could see, and they claimed it as their own. That particular UFO coming out of the volcano. Okay, you all. So here it is again. Okay, Gina. Okay, let me get this out of the way right here. Where's it at? I think I stuck it way up here. There it is up here. It's getting close to the entrance of the volcano. This right here is today. This right here is in the sky on the Mt Etna live webcam today. And we're looking at the live webcam of Mt Etna. You know what it kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of the center of the sun. When we used to zoom up on the sun, we say the black hole sun. And you zoom up, I would zoom up as close as I could get to the center where that black circle is from the live webcams. Because if you get a certain camera, in any country of the world, you'll see like a black circle. But it ain't black, but it's a black center of the webcam where it's showing the sun, and it has all this movement like this right here. It does. I'm not joking. It does, and it was wild. It looked like a Tetris thing moving. It was like it was an advanced technological star in the sky. Okay, Laura Ann, you got to catch GPS Live Loves. Write her out. Alrighty. So this is what we're documenting. If you're just coming in, this is Mount Etna right here. I can like put Mount Etna beneath me, and it kind of reminds me of a UFO in the sky, but some of these shapes, not this one right here, but when it shrinks down, it reminds me of the center of the sun, the black hole sun. And you can see, look at it, almost like it made like a plus sign on the inside of it, you all. It's pulsating is what it's doing, and some people say maybe it's a portal. I've heard stars could be like miniature portals or something. I mean, they're probably not real miniature. But look at that on the inside, you all. It's like wild. An organic oval in the sky, and it had a nuclei, and it was very beautiful. They are beautiful. The stars are really beautiful to zoom up on, even though, you know, sometimes, you know, I may think, well, they're projected from the ground. But still, if you just keep the regular filtering, they look beautiful and very graceful when they're in the sky moving. Whether they're real or whether they're whatever, they're relaxing and peaceful. Their colors are soothing. They really are with their movements. But this right here is really interesting. It really is. Wonder, you think it's communicating right here? Do you think this is communicating somehow, some way? Yeah, it is. It's got a lot of energy in it. You know, there was some kind of... My husband was watching something one time, I think on maybe, I don't know, one of those Netflix things or some kind of sci-fi series or something. And they came in contact with these otherworldly beings, and they were energy, pure energy, and they were like plasma-looking, beautiful pastel-y colors, and they flowed and stuff. And this energy was like a life force, and I forget the name of what they called it. And it could take people back in time, and they could be remembering things, and it could transport your spirit to where your loved one is after they pass. It was really strange, and they were trying to figure out how to communicate with this life form. And they said at first it presented itself as very peaceful, and then they turned against them. I don't know who turned against who, but then they didn't like this life form. But it was like pure energy, and it was beautiful, beautiful lights, like swirls of energy. Yeah, the light. I got to come over to the other side because it's going. Oopsie, I know I've brung it up too far again. It's right up here. I brung it up way too far because it's still down there at the base of Mount Etna right now, and it's doing this. It's toward the base. It's probably around halfway through the sky at Mount Etna right now, going down into the volcano. You ever wonder where the stars go when you can't see them anymore in the sky? Just like disappear. And then if they disappear, are they just like I shouldn't laugh. And I'm not going to say it either. I'm not going to say something. I'll wait till the opportunity presents itself to say what I was what entered my mind, you all, because it doesn't relate to this particular subject, but it is related to the sky and stuff like that. That's right. Some stars are not real stars. Well, I do believe that. Some stars are not real stars. And would you classify this as a star, you all? Really? Could you classify this as an organic star? Would you classify it as like a UFO or some other type of object in the sky that we really have not much knowledge on whatsoever? Yeah, you would say it's energy, constant energy moving. Now we can zoom out. We can zoom out on this star and you can see it in the sky. This is what it looks like in the sky, this small right here. It's this teeny tiny in the sky. And if we were to go to Mount Etna, if I can shrink it down, you can't really see it. Let me shrink this down some. This is how high up in the sky it is to Mount Etna. And it's like, I don't know, almost 9 o'clock at night. These right here at the bottom, these lights at the bottom are lights from posts and things like that. This is a given. But this right here isn't. This right here isn't a light. That's like the lights down on the basement. Down on the ground. Now this is a totally different light, you all, right here. Totally different light, but yet it's kind of similar to... Oh, heavens help me. I've touched the screen and messed it up. I got myself all excited, you all, and I messed it up. Let's go back to the 2000 hours. I was trying to say these lights down here at the bottom. These are like regular outdoor lights, I guess, on a post. And that star maybe kind of sort of looks like them, but it's not. I shouldn't have touched it, but I did touch it. Okay, it's like 20. It was going on 9 o'clock. You see it's right here. And if we were right here, it's like 2100. Let's get down here. Okay, I'll do it now. Let me do this. So this is 2100 hours. Oopsie. Put it back to me. It's 2100 hours right now. And here's what it still looks like in the sky at Mount Etna. Like that. Just like that. What's a pulsar? I don't know if this is a pulsar, but it's like pulsing. It really is. Look at that. And it's not even down there at the bottom yet. It's not. It's and this is like normal speed for it. Normal speed. See, it's like strange. And I think the light's probably down below. I don't think they do that. I really don't. Let's. Oh, I can't look down there below because I'm on to share the screen. But look at that. It's like it opens up in the center and then it like kind of closes. Really, it does. Let me go over there and see what it's doing. Let's shrink it down some more. It's almost at the volcano. Let me see where it's going to totally kind of disappear. Oh, wait, watch this, you all. Let's see it. Let's make it go faster if we can. Let's go down to 0.2 and bring this back over here. Sorry about that. And okay, it's still moving. It's still moving over here. On this screen, you can see where it's at in the sky right there. And I think it's probably getting ready to disappear. I can't really see it down here. Well, maybe I can and I just don't realize it. This is strange. Okay, we're going to look at it. We're going to watch it come down. We're going to watch it make its descent. Okay, I'm not going to touch it anymore. We're going to watch it make its descent down into the ground of the volcano. Let's get bigger. Okay, we're at 500. Push it back to me. Come back over here. I've sped it up. Let's see what happens when it gets near the volcano, because it's getting pretty close. Okay, this is speeding up right now, and it's going to get a little bit less light on it the closer it gets to the volcano. Look at almost like a square now. And I've sped it up, you all, so it's not in such slow movement, but it is moving. Okay, it's getting closer to the opening of the volcano. Let me see. Let me see if I can do something. Sorry. Okay, I just wanted to make it a little bit bigger. It's getting closer to the mouth of the volcano, and then we're not going to get to see it. It's getting obscured by the smoke coming out of the mouth of the volcano. I think it went inside the volcano. I really do. Look at that. It's still moving. Can vaguely see it. It's so dark. And you know, when these, whatever they are, whenever they get near the volcano, it's like see down here, we can't really see it anymore because it's gotten too close to the volcano, is what happened. Way too close. I've got to shrink this down. It's gotten way too big. Way too big. Way too big to even watch. Are we over here on this screen? We are, yeah. So it's way down here. It's getting ready to go into the volcano, is what it's going to do. But before it went into the volcano, it had like a normal shape to it, like this right here. Constant movement in the sky, which doesn't really look normal. It's teeny tiny, real tiny, and see, it looks strange. It really does, you all. It looks so strange, the movement that it's doing. Let me put this back to me and put it back to me, and there it is. Just close up one more time. If it's a life form or a UFO, I don't know who it belongs to. I really don't. Do I feel threatened by this? No, I don't feel threatened by it. I don't. Wow, look at how big it got. It's constantly changing its shape. Maybe that's how it's communicating like that. It could be. Look at that. Some people could say, well, you know, it's light language, some type of language of light. Some overlords use these huge hoes, not so good on human population by design. Well, anything's possible in this world that we live in. It really is. Look at the blue. Look at the blue next to it. Can you see the hint of blue next to it? Yeah. You know what was also interesting with this volcano earlier? You, country boy, you think they're contacting me subconsciously? I don't know. Really, I'm not sure about that. I know that that's quite mesmerizing looking at it with its constant movement. Now, granted, this is not as good as a Nikon camera, my Nikon P900, which is really, really neat, but this is, it feels so digital, and we are watching it on a digital webcam, and then on another form of digitalness, a digital computer via the internet with data. Look at that, you all. It's like keeping like a cube-like shape, it changing its shape. A square-like star. Really, look, it's keeping its shape for a long time like that. I wonder why it hasn't changed its shape. That's kind of interesting. Oh, okay. And there's nothing wrong with coming to a live webcam and being curious and wondering what this is and watching how it moves and the shapes that it takes and how long it might prefer one type of a shape over another. They could be communicating up there in the sky to something down at ground level. They really could be. Hello, June. Yeah. Red auras. Oopsie, I brought it up too high again. Oh. The one thing that fascinates me the most is all the straight edges and corners. That's what's so fascinating. There is no natural curves at all. It has defined parameters. If you think about it, if you look at this, it's like when it moves like this and that, it's like if you was to picture, you know how they had graphing paper? How graphing paper looks, you had the little bitty squares and stuff. So imagine this right here, every time it expands or contracts, that it's occupying one of those squares on a graphing paper. Really. And utilizing, and it causes whatever shape. If you were to shade in, that's what it reminds me of, like old time graphing paper, the squares on it. Shading it in and it expands. You can shade in some more squares. And what is that game? Did they have like a game like that? What was that game? It's like, it sounds like it's like an old computer game that was like that. Oh, there's something about the Morse code that I read. They're bringing more. The Morse code is making a comeback. It is. It's making a comeback. Minesweeper. Okay, yeah, R. Farrell. Thank you, Sonia. But it does look like that, you all, like a graphing paper. Why did they ever come up with graphing paper, really? If you took drafting in school, how many of you took drafting? I took drafting in school, and sometimes you were giving, your squares and stuff, and then you drew out on great big sheets of paper. Minesweep? Yeah. Beetle guys? I've never heard it. Yeah. Amy, you took drafting? It was fun. It was fun taking drafting. Kaleidoscopes. It's green sometimes. That's right, drafting. Yeah, it was good. I liked printing the letters most of all. I did. I loved printing to make my letters so nice and neat. I did kind of love it. I just got a frequency, a short burst of high pitch in this ear, and it's already gone. Drafting and just think how far technology has come since the old typewriters. You like click on them, and now you're here, and now you got smartphones, touch the screen, plasma screens. It's really advanced a lot, a lot. Um, Calligraphy, yes, I love it too. Who still has their calligraphy pens with the little pen nibs on them? You know, like they were the gray pens, and you had the little pen nibs. You would put the different types, and you just dip it in the ink. That was pretty cool too. Like in art class. Oh, you have your mother's, yeah. I bet there's a lot of people who are very artistic on here, really. That side of you um, is very well developed. Fountain pen and ink. Yeah, the old games. Yes, and art. That's right. Art, drawing, and working with clay and the spinning wheel and painting, woodworking, working with your hands. Okay, you got to go to the tractor. Nigh, Ixon, now or never. Okay, you can do it. You can go do your tractor. There, there was this country song, and it was kind of silly. I thought this is the silliest song. It says, "She thinks my tractor's sexy. It really turns her on." You are why they make a song about a tractor like that. The silliest songs they make. Um, yeah. Where is Mount Etna in Italy? Is where it's at. Look at that expansion. And if we were to if you were to take a screenshot of that, you'd see all these cubes. I think it's safe to say that these are comprised of small little squares, small ones, and smaller, and then bigger, and they're all combined together. That's right, ABCs and 1, 2, 3. Um, let's see, a portal, a portal. Yeah, this could be like a portal in the sky. Yeah, there's many types of theories, you all. There really is. Let me come back over here. Let me come to just the screen so you can see it right here. Just like this, you all. So this is Mount Etna. You can see these are down below. Get this off of there. Down below, there's natural lights down here at the bottom. But this light up here is not natural. It's not one of those lights. These are fixed lights on the ground, but this one isn't. This is something totally different right here going into the Look at that, you all. Do you see that? It's like expanding out like that. I've seen normal stars on a webcam, but none like this. That's why I think it's probably a UFO. Could be a portal. It could be some type of a life form. An organic UFO and an organic life form in the sky is what it could be. It really could be. And I think I've already expanded it all that I can. and you can see where we're located. This is Mt Etna live webcam. View of the Mt Etna Volcano, arrival station of the cable cars, 2.505 mountain above sea level. Mt Etna is a stratovolcano, active stratovolcano in Sicily, Italy. The metropolitan city of Catania. Right there you are, Catania. And we've got this right here. If you didn't know, on the side of your screen up there, you can hit these things on the side. And you can use them as extra monitoring, extra magnification. Right there on the side where I click down, it goes all the way up to 500. And you can use that if you don't have a touch screen. If you just have a regular screen, you can magnify your screen like that if you didn't know that. You see, it's looking like it's got some kind of square shapes to it too. It's neat. It really is neat looking like that. Let me put this back to me. Let me come over here. I don't know where it is on here. Oh, there it is right there. Look at it. Look at the shape of it. So I am going to go. I don't know what this is in the sky. I'm saying it's a UFO, but there are many thoughts of what it could be. Some say it's a portal, and it could possibly be a portal too. It could possibly, it's not telling us what it is. It's not. We can only guess. We can only make an educated guess, which is a hypothesis. That's right. That's what it is. But it's pretty neat how it like boom and it pulls back. Like that. See, like that. Like that. It's some type of a life force within it, some type of an energy. It's like it's got something in it. Live. It's alive or something. So I am going to go, you all, and if you have not checked out that Matrix video from last night, go toward the end of the video. It is the wildest thing you'll ever see. It's very, very wild. Something strange is going on, and there's something in the skies too. If you look at the videos that were posted yesterday, it's like ships up there in the sky, and if they're not ships, then there's something related to what this is, and they can take on any shape they want. But something really strange is going on in the skies. It is. So I am going to go, and thank you all for your comments. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, you all. Love you. Thank you, moderators. Love you.